All right. I'm finally up and running, everybody. Anybody who tunes into this video, this is going to be a little bit makeshift because I'm more concerned with getting Eclair installed than making this video look polished. So excuse me if it's a little rough. I'm going to try to be as detailed as possible because what I found when trying to install the the Eclair app, that there's a lot of information that is missing on the website for Eclair. Just so you know, let me give you some of these backup resources that I'm going to be using. Let's see. All right. The first one, of course, is going to be the Bitcoin Core Wallet. The Bitcoin Core Wallet is basically just an app that you run if you don't already know. Most people do. You run on your computer. It stores a copy of the blockchain, and that's how your app will connect with the Lightning Network app and pull the funds from that wallet. But you'll see that as we go along. Okay, so the first thing that okay, I'm gonna try to, oh boy, watch the comments while streaming, which is not a good thing. Oh, never mind. Okay, I'm gonna go through this because I don't want to figure out how to click back and forth. Okay, the first thing we want to do to start is we're going to download the Bitcoin Core client. This is where you will be sending your deposits for your Eclair node running on your Windows PC at home. So what you need to do is download Bitcoin Core, download the entire blockchain, which will take about a day. I'm not going to do all that here because I've stored up a copy of the blockchain on a jump drive, and I'm just going to cheat it over instead of waiting on a day and a half for the blockchain to download. But we're going to install Bitcoin Core. It's really very simple. And then we're going to install Eclair and make sure the ports are open. And the biggest part of this is making sure that we have all of the information that we need in our comp files or our configuration files. Okay, so I'm going to download, and just so you know, this is a fresh Windows 10 install that I installed yesterday. So I've installed nothing since putting it on fresh to make this as clean as possible. So I just clicked on download. I'm going to save that, and I'm setting this up on a remote computer, so that's the reason why the screen looks a bit cluttered. But let me go to full screen here. Before I go to full screen, what you're looking at on the left side here, this Bitcoin conf and this Eclair conf, this is the most complete configuration files that you need for this to work properly, and you're not going to find this anywhere on the internet. It took me a week and a half to locate all of these options to make sure that I had them in so that my node could correctly connect to the Lightning Network app and that I could start making payments right away. So I'm going to come back to this later. That's the reason why I wanted to put this up here at the beginning of the video. All of this on the left side is really important. You know, needing to unlock your wallet for a short period of time so that you can create channels. It's really important. And this information, I'm going to try to put this up a little bit more toward the end of the video so everyone can see it and reference it later on. But for right now, let's go to my TeamViewer connection with my remote computer. Okay. All right, I've downloaded it. I'm going to run Bitcoin Core installation. Now, while I'm downloading that, I'm going to go to Eclair, or while I'm installing it. Okay, install. I'm going to go to the Eclair GitHub. I think I've put links already in here, and this is the main page. To get to the download page, just go to release notes here. As you can see, this is what the Eclair interface looks like. I'm going to show you my running node once we get go through the installation steps, because of course we won't be able to use this new installation until the new Bitcoin wallet is updated. But I'll go to my wallet and my personal wallet, and we can take a look and see how everything operates. Okay, we go to the release notes here. Really very simple. We're we're installing this on Windows. You can do it on Ubuntu, on Linux. I do not want to do that because I don't like installing from command line. I'm not a big fan of that. I'm not a programmer, so I try to do things as easy as possible. Hopefully you guys are wanting Windows. If you're running Apple operating system, I cannot help you. Never used it, never will. Okay, we're gonna click on the exe file for Eclair 0.25 beta 5. Make sure we have the most up-to-date one. While that's downloading, I'm gonna do a quick install for Bitcoin Core. Yes, we're gonna install it to the standard places. Now, just so you know, when you install Bitcoin Core Wallet, you don't have to install Lightning Network to make Bitcoin payments. You can make normal Bitcoin payments using this wallet. You can send money to this wallet. The thing is with Bitcoin payments, and the reason why we needed Litecoin Network for any of you who didn't use Bitcoin before, was two simple facts. First, when you do a Bitcoin transaction, most people don't know you have to wait 10 minutes before it actually shows up on the blockchain. And then it takes another 3 to 6 confirmations, which is 30 to 60 minutes before it's fully confirmed on the blockchain. So merchants were complaining that, in order for Bitcoin to be a unit of payment, you had to be able to easily give that Bitcoin to a person as you would cash, handing it to them instantly. The Lightning Network was designed so that you could create direct channels to merchants or to other people, and you can send them instant payments for absolutely free anywhere in the world. So that's the reason why I'm doing this, because this is very important for anyone who is interested in Bitcoin. This is new tech that has really just come out within the past 3 months, and you're going to be pretty much ahead of anyone else just using Bitcoin regularly. So pat yourself on the back. All right, that's enough of my spiel. Finished installation, complete. We're going to let it run Bitcoin Core. I'm just going to do this from scratch. Now you see the custom directory. This is the standard directory where all of your information for Bitcoin is stored. Oh wow, I didn't plug in my jump drive. Okay, well I'm all right, let's see. Give me just a second. I'm gonna plug in my jump drive. No, you know what? Screw it. What you would normally do is, well, I guess I should have done that. Well, from this point forward, it's pretty straightforward. You can go to any tutorial, and they'll show you how to basically set up a Bitcoin wallet from scratch. It's really easy, saving your seeds and getting the blockchain updated, yada, yada, yada. That's real easy. I'm going to skip that step. If anybody else that views this video needs any help, just leave a comment in the comment section, and I'll try to do a short video for you to set up that, but it's really easy from that point. Okay, now, well, damn it, I do have to actually set up Bitcoin. Okay, give me just a second, everyone. Let me plug in my jump drive. Hopefully it initializes just from a quick plug, and I don't have, yes, there it is. Okay, cool. Let's go back to the Bitcoin setup. Do this all from scratch. All right, so starting back from new, we're gonna install there. Yes, Bitcoin Core. I really didn't need to reinstall it, but doesn't matter, won't hurt it. I do need a quick link on my desktop. Just going in here. Ooh. Bitcoin. Send to desktop. Okay. Next, Bitcoin Core. All right, now I'm going to choose my custom directory since I already have most of the blockchain here. Yikes. Okay. Okay, I just put it in the main folder of my wallet, as you can see, of my jump drive. As you can see, you can choose anywhere for it to go. You're going to have to allow it through the Windows firewall, of course, twice. And now is the point at which you're just downloading the blockchain. Now, this could take anywhere from a day to a day and a half. We're not going to concern ourselves with that. What we're going to do right away, right now, is get this thing configured and get the configuration file. Now, this is important. Let's go to Settings, Options. This is how the Eclair wallet will. We want to set up Start Bitcoin Core on System Login, because if you're going to be running a Lightning Network, whatever Windows PC you're running this on, you're going to want to run it 24/7. Otherwise, your node is going to go down. So I'd like to set up to Bitcoin to run at all times. We're going to go here to Open Configuration File. Just press OK. I'm going to choose More Apps. Let's look at it with Notepad. Okay, so there's nothing in the comp file right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to that page I was just showing you. I'm going to copy this information for the Bitcoin comp file. Copy. As you can see, the location here, this is where it's located if you ever need to get back to it. Of course, you have to input your computer name. And paste into the file. Okay. Let's see. All right. I just needed to come back here and check. It looked like I was I'm having some connection issues here, but hopefully this comes out good. I'm just going to go through the process. Okay. Now I've saved that into Bitcoin Notepad. Sorry, get that back up. And then we're just going to save it. So now this is completely set up. You have no idea how hard this was to do, to find these necessary settings, because no one gives you all of them, because everyone's setup is different. But you do need all of these settings. These are standard for everyone. If you just want to work on testnet, you want to set testnet equal to 1. I figure, forget that. I can work on mainnet for like $10, and if I run into any problems, I'm out of $10. Big, hairy deal. Okay, now Bitcoin is fully set up. This is all you have to do with Bitcoin. It just has to download the blockchain. What I'm going to do is go back in and take my copy of the blockchain and just put it in there so it can update quickly. But you're just going to have to wait. It's going to take some time. Okay, so while that's downloading, let's get Eclair installed. So now that we've downloaded Eclair, we're going to run it. Now it starts to get fun. Okay. You might get some error message from your overly protective PC. Just go to run anyway. We're ready to set up Eclair. I'm going to go to install. And all of this is all automatic. So, I mean, really, this is just a chance to walk through so you can see someone doing this from scratch and see if I run into any problems. And, you know, and it makes it a lot easier when you see someone else go through the process and the pain, especially when you get to the problem of opening ports. As you can see, there are a couple of programs that I included called Simple Port Forwarding and Port Forward Network Utilities. And these were helpful in opening up the ports on both your router and on your PC, because having to do those manually, it just really sucks. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is Eclair is going to try to open, since I just installed it, but Eclair won't open. Your Eclair Lightning Network app will not open unless your Bitcoin wallet is open and updated. So I'm going to allow access through twice. See, it says could not connect to Bitcoin Core using JSON RPC. And that's for two reasons. First, because Bitcoin Core wallet isn't up to date. And secondly, because you haven't set up the other thing, the other comp file that I was demonstrating, which is this one, the Eclair comp file. Now, let me tell you about a couple of these changeable options here. Now, as you can see, there are a few changeable options. You can name your node whatever you want it, and this is going to be the name of your node on the Lightning Network. Whenever people see your node, they're going to see that name, and it's going to be easily identifiable. You also need to input your IP address. A great place to find out what your IP address and also to check your ports that I found is a site called ugetsignal.com. You go to ugetsignal, go to the port forwarder. Sorry, let me put this on big screen. And it'll tell you what your external IP address is right there, and you can also use this to check ports. Okay, so let's go back. Oh wait, no, we've copied that configuration. Oh no, let me go back so I can show you where the comp file is. It's going to be located in C, users, your computer name, Eclair. So I'm just going to do it the long way so you guys can see me navigating instead of just putting it in the window. So we're going to go to C, users. Wait, am I on the right? Wait, I'm not on the right place. I'm on my home PC, I think. No, I was in the right place. So what did I name this? No, I was in the wrong place. Okay. Remote PC. C. Users. I was in the right place, huh? Eclair. Okay, now we want to create a comp file. Huh. Interesting. Okay, well, all right. Now we want to create just a simple text file. Text document. Open it up. Copy and paste our information here. Sorry, didn't mean to put that slash in there. Then once we have this saved, Save this as eclair.conf. Now, if you go back, and you'll see that the configuration file has been saved. You can double click on it, and you can see all your settings and change them at any time. Now, the Eclair port, this is really important, that Eclair communicates through to the Lightning Network servers is 9735. The port that Bitcoin connects through is 8080. You might not have to open that one. I think that's just for a local machine, but 9735 is going to be the port number that we're going to need to see open in order for this to communicate properly. Okay, so now that we have the comp file for both Bitcoin and Eclair set up, we are pretty much good to go. Now, what I'm going to be doing here is trying to put my existing copied blockchain into my Bitcoin folder. You will not have to do this part. So just so you know, and I'm going to say this throughout me doing this part, that this is not something you have to do. I'll probably try to edit this out later on. This is an advanced user sort of deal. No, that's not where I want to go. Wait, where's the data chain at? I forgot. D. Okay. All right, yeah, what I'm about to do is use my existing blocks, because I have like most of the blockchain already downloaded here, and then I'm just going to put them in this main folder so Bitcoin doesn't go through the process of downloading all this when I already have it. Okay, so I'm closing down Bitcoin so I can switch everything over. Gotta wait till the window disappears so I don't run into any problems. Okay. Now, and again, none of this is anything that you have to do. Okay. Now, see, this is a long and arduous process. So it's almost 200 gigabytes that need to be transferred over. So pretty much we're at the end of the tutorial in terms of how to set them up. What you need to see is how to open the ports now, just in case after this installation is done, or after I send over all these blocks and then we can get the Bitcoin blockchain updated. I might do a live video later on tonight and just direct people to watch the second part to this so that you could see, you know, once the Bitcoin blockchain is downloaded and Eclair is running, if there are any problems, like if I run into ports that are closed and it won't let me communicate. You'll get an error message from Eclair that says I can't communicate through port 9735, and that's when you do the simple port forwarding and the port forward network utility. Now that part is a little bit more involved, and I think I want to wait until I've copied over my copy of the blockchain, and that's going to take a few hours, guys. So this is going to be the end of this part of the tutorial. I'll see you guys later as I finish the second half of this and we see if it runs just from startup or if we have to do additional configuration. Some of you might have to do additional configuration because of your Windows firewall and the firewall on your router. In the meantime, what you might want to do, any of you who don't know how to access your router from a web browser, go to the website for your particular router and find out what is the IP address that you access your router and what is the admin name and admin password. It's normally some very standard admin name and password, because you're going to need to set up a static IP. I'm going to show you how to do that. And you're also going to need to set up, you're going to need to open the ports on the Windows firewall and the ports on your router, maybe, if necessary, depending on your setup. Okay, that's all the information I have for you right now. If you have any questions for me, just put them in the comments section, and I'll see you in the second part of this video.